Hello friends, welcome back to the Metaphor Consulting. Friends, today we are trying to learn about a very good integration process. Eventually, many of the peoples are requested us regarding the decentral EWM GR process, how it works in SAP S4 HANA 2022 systems. That precisely we are going to execute it in the system. Prior jumping into the SAP, I'm not going to waste any of our time because time is very much precious. So very quickly we are jumping into some sort of processes which we are mentioning in this particular presented screen. Currently, you can see over here in the B column, we are maintaining some sequence. That sequences are related to SAP S4 HANA, means these sequences are precisely being executed in SAP S4 HANA environment. Then some of the steps or processes we are going to execute in EWM. Very quickly, will we go to revalidate our stock as well as stock movement and stock keeping activities, both in EWM as well as the IM. IM stands for inventory management, precisely referring to the SAP S4 HANA core systems. Currently over here, you can see in the presented screen, T code list are missing it out. So process wise, we can mention the T code. Prior before, I'm trying to elaborate couple of things how EWM GR process get execute or being happen into the current 2024 systems. Any persons or any of the organization can prefer two way of process. One process is the very normal process, that's called it as a purchase order. Many of you or many of us already knows how to create a purchase order purchase cycle. If anyone still having doubt about the purchase order cyclic process, do comment us. Will we refer them the beautiful link where we explained in a very fantastic way how the purchase order process can execute it in IM referring to EWM systems. Today's agenda is we will be preferring the schedule line agreement. Eventually, there is a common phenomena, common doubt in our mind that what is the difference between purchase order and a scheduling agreement. This is part of IM where the basic foundations we need to clear it from our side. So today we are focusing to scheduling agreement. Whenever we are talking about scheduling agreement, there is a precise transaction code available and we can follow that one to execute that process. So we are accomplishing these particular activities through the transaction code of ME31L. So right now I am entering over here the transaction code step by step so that it will be helpful for everyone to execute same processes while we are demonstrating in SAP as well. Going forward to ME31L is available for creating a schedule line agreement. If someone wanted to change or modify this particular scheduling agreement after creation, then preferring ME32L. If any scheduling agreement is already available in the system, precisely can possible to check it in the report level, can check it through the table level. However, that simple transaction code also available, that's called it as ME33. According to that, we can able to execute the processes of schedule line agreement. How to do it practically by using referring some sort of documents that we can able to demonstrate in the system. Don't worry, we'll be logging the SAP S4 HANA systems. Prior before we can able to acknowledge you whether we are in SAP S4 HANA system or other systems. Eventually in SAP S4 HANA, which systems we have on, that also we can able to acknowledge and demonstrate you in the system. Very quickly, after the schedule line agreement get executed in the system, then we will be schedule some delivery frame where or when we can able to deliver it. Okay, precisely in which date we are start delivering this object. So that delivery schedule is possible through the transaction code called ME38. This is a standalone process. I am not going to be explained beyond the standard. So this is the standard transaction code right now I am mentioning over here. Very next step, where we can able to create a delivery, because whenever you are synchronizing a system, means S4 HANA system, to EWM warehouse management system, extended warehouse management system, then in that case there should be a distribution methodologies coming into the picture. Distributions of your material, distributions of your stock, distributions of your activity. That can be possible through the medium called a delivery. And here in IM you have to create a delivery, and very quickly that delivery will be distributed to EWM system. That will become into the next steps. Hold on for the moment. So here delivery will be created through the transaction code called VL31N. Now, as soon as the delivery get created, then we will pack that material. Unless and until the packing is not being done, then you cannot able to send this material to the further level of activities. So packing is essential and required for this. During the packing, there should be a handling unit is configured through the systems, and that will be auto generated. Again, this part, handling unit, is a very crucial part of the EWM system. So handling unit, how it is going to generate, how it will be look like, that will be see it in SAP. So keep watching step by step, keep following step by step. Those who are wanted to execute same scenario in their systems or in their office tools. Okay. Now moving towards your delivery material packing, that could be possible through same VL31N. So while we are creating the delivery, same time we can able to pack that material. As soon as a delivery going to get generate, a acknowledgement will be reflect over there, and that is nothing called delivery quantity distribution to EWM. Delivery quantity distributions to EWM is, this is a message, and this message will be reflect through the transaction code of VL31N. So these all transactions, these all processes, you can see here step 3, step 4 and step 5. These all processes will be executed through a single transaction code, that is called VL31N. Now moving to the point of our distributed delivery confirmation in EWM, whether the delivery has been generated in IM, means S4 core systems, is already being available in EWM or not, how we can able to confirm. So for doing the confirmations, there is a report is available, and for that we can use the transaction code slash, just a minute. So we can click over here, slash n slash SCWM slash MON. So it's a monitor report through which we can able to identify and confirm that yes, this delivery has been generated, has been distributed in EWM. This is a confirmation message. Very quickly, we will be go for unloading. As soon as we are seeing over here that yes, delivery is available and delivery is already distributed, there is another transaction code through which we can execute for the GR related activities. That's called PRDI. But in this particular session, we can do it. We are not going to execute the different transaction code. We will be navigate, means system will be navigate from MON transaction code to PRDI transaction code, that we can able to see it. And very quickly, what we can do will be go for the unloading activity. However, in backend or in the front end itself, you can use another transaction code for doing unloading activity. So that transaction code is nothing called it as your slash n slash SCWM slash PRDI. This is the transaction code. I already said up from one transaction code to this transaction code, how we can able to switch, that also we can able to show you. Similar to that, now what we can do, the receipt is being possible through the same transaction code called PRDI. Stock update in EWM is happened or not, that the confirmations we can able to check through the transaction code called MON. So there are couple of steps we followed from 6 to 9. There are different steps we are following. Somewhere we are cross-checking and evaluating whether that delivery has been distributed or not. After distributions, we are unloading this particular delivery, and very quickly we can receive that goods. As soon as we receive that goods, we just have to cross-check whether our stock keeping or stock update is happening to our warehouse or not. That also we can able to showing over here. Similarly, as soon as the stock get updated in EWM system, can it be reflect into the IM? If it is being reflected, means if that stock which is received in the EWM system can distributed into IM system. Is that possible? If yes, definitely it is possible. So if yes, then what should be the transaction code we can able to follow? So MMBE, we know very well. MMBE are standard transaction code where we can able to identify the current stock of the material. Stock type check in EWM, which transaction code we have to follow? Again, once again, we can follow the MON transaction code through which we can able to identify this kind of activities, or we can measure it out, yes, or we can take a confirmation, yes, these things happened. Stock movement process in EWM, that also we can do it through the MON transaction code, because from the MON transaction code we can facilitate many things. There are shortcut mediums are available through which we can navigate our different transaction code. We can call out the different transaction code in such a way so that it can fulfill our requirement. But yes, you can precisely use the specific transaction code as well, which is dedicatedly given for that activities. Now coming to the point over here, stock movement activity measure into EWM, that is also possible through the MON report because it is a stock keeping. Finally, stock movement measure in IM storage location or not, that is possible through MMBE. So in this particular step number 10 to step number 14, we are capturing couple of things. First part, stock movement. Stock movement from where? Stock movement from IM EWM to IM. Stock movement, again I am going to show you, in fact I am going to show you different stock type. Let's suppose you are in the stock type of F2 or you are in the stock type of F1. How you are moving from F1 to F2, whether it is being reflected in IM as well as EWM, vice versa, EWM as well as IM. All these things we are clearly going to monitor in this particular chapter. So from chapter 1 to chapter 14, that means step 1 to step 14, we are going to execute in the system of SAP S4 HANA. Let's move to the SAP S4 HANA system. Okay, so this is our SAP S4 HANA system. Many of the people are going to claim or thought in their mind that yes, description itself SAP S4 HANA, but yes, we will be show you we are in SAP S4 HANA 2022 systems. So let it be login first. As soon as login, I can able to show you whether we are in S4 HANA 2022 systems or in other systems. I'm following that process. Everyone can follow that same process to identify whether they are in that system or not. Okay. So now you guys can see here we are in SAP S4 HANA 2022 systems. Okay, be justified. Now, without further delay, let's move to our processes. Okay. First of all, what we can able to do will be create a scheduling agreement. Right now, we opened which system? We opened S4 HANA system. Okay. And as soon as one activity will be done, then we'll be jump to the EWM system. So right now, we are not yet open the EWM system. Going ahead to execute the transaction code called ME31L. So ME31L will suffice the requirement to create a schedule line agreement. You can create a fresh schedule line agreement. Right now, what will happen? I am just going to copy and refer a schedule line agreement which is available with us. So there are various kind of schedule line agreement is available with us. Now I can prefer any of those. So I do understand which schedule line agreement we used earlier before. I think okay. So let me check in some other way because I am also confused that which schedule line agreement is good. Now I'm moving to, just a minute. I'm moving to here, find out some material. Okay, so here I am just going to move on MSC11. Okay, now we can choose by the table level itself. I already said it up. There are various ways to identify the schedule line agreement, EKPO. So here I can go over here, or we can go over here, EKKO. Today also we create many scheduling agreement, and out of reach we can choose the current scheduling agreement. So today date, we can able to put it over here. I can able to put the today date over here and execute. Once execute, identified, the couple of scheduling agreement has been created by today. Okay. So here I can see that there are a couple of scheduling agreement has been created. This is called the normal purchase order, and these are called the different scheduling agreement. So I can choose this particular scheduling agreement and go ahead. Randomly I can choose this particular scheduling agreement and going ahead. So what I can do is I just copy this particular scheduling agreement, and I'm using the reference methodology so that we can fasterly going to create a scheduling agreement. Although if anyone interested to learn about how to create a scheduling agreement by using a manual process in the sense without copying this particular scheduling agreement. Let's suppose in your organization, you are going to create a scheduling agreement first time, and there is no scheduling agreement exist in your organization, in your system, then how you are going to prefer that route? If anyone interested, do comments in the comment box. Definitely we can able to create that particular video as well. So form and checked all these things, then I press enter. I'm pressing enter and going ahead for next. Here you will be identify the row, means your particular informations. Okay, because since we copied the existing material, the existing scheduling agreement which is carrying the information, that will be rotated and roll over to the new scheduling agreement. So what we can do, just copy over here, means select over here and go for adapt plus details. Once I can able to go for adapt plus details, then what will be the next? Next will be, you can see here, the confirmation control. This is very, very important. If you are using EWM system integration, then it should be inbound delivery. It should be choose as inbound delivery. Why not others? Definitely that we already explained in the schedule line creation. When a new user wanted to create a new schedule line scheduling agreement creations, that time we explained in that particular video. In short, I can able to say that yes, that has been explained in another video. You guys can able to prepare that one. So click over here and press enter. Once you press enter, then what will happen over here is will be moved to other factors, okay, like tax code and all. Press enter and then save. As soon as you save, then here scheduling agreement has been created. In the downline, you got a confirmations. We are highlighting the screen over here. In the presented screen, we are highlighting our cursor. This is the scheduling agreement has been created and a confirmation message we received. As soon as we received the scheduling agreement, what should be our next step? Our next step now, if you are maintaining the Excel, then very good. Then here you can maintain that yes, your scheduling agreement is this. If you are a newcomer, then this should be the best way to execute it. Okay. Maintain the scheduling agreement in your Excel file as like we did it. Now moving ahead to our activities. So what is our activity? Our activity is, this is the scheduling agreement. Now we will be jump it into the SAP. This close this one, and will be go for the scheduling delivery. Scheduling delivery is possible through ME38 is the transaction code. ME38 is the transaction code through which again we repeat same transaction ME38 through which we can able to maintain our scheduling delivery. Put your scheduling number. Probably sometimes you can get this particular scheduling agreement, you can get it the older one, and sometimes you will be get it as the refresh one. No worries, remove that one, paste it, press enter. Once you press enter, then you will be identify over here that this is your scheduling agreement which is being created so far. So what you can do is you will be do the activities of this one. Okay, so this is called the delivery schedule. So delivery schedule in the sense the material which you are wanted to deliver, in which date you are going to deliver, daily basis deliver, day basis deliver, monthly basis deliver, that is going to facilitate over here. Select this one and go here for the delivery. In the delivery, as I already said of how you are scheduling your delivery, day format, which kind of day format you can able to choose. I can choose the day format of D. Again, delivery date. Delivery date should be the today date. I am preferring it. So as soon as we are preferring it the today date, then what will happen here? system is going to ask you about the quantity. How much quantity? Earlier you can see that there was 1,000 quantity. We put it during the time of scheduling, during the time of schedule line creation or scheduling agreement creation. So here we can able to put 100 quantity. That is possible. Out of 1,000, you can maintain it as the 100. The different scenarios we are trying to highlight over here. Press enter. Once you press enter, system understand it. Go ahead and go for next and save. As soon as you save, then system is prompt one message. Are you able to save this one? Yes. And if you want to save the output, because here output is being configured, so that you can take a necessary printout and hand over to your particular vendor. Okay. So coming to over here, this is your scheduling agreement. Copy this scheduling agreement. What should be your next step? Your next step is delivery creation. So how you are going to create your delivery? So your delivery will be created through the transaction code VL31N. Okay. So VL31N is precisely emphasizing for delivery creation. Eventually, you can able to create the inbound delivery through VL31. Okay. You can see here VL31 is also available for the inbound delivery creation. Delivery are two types: inbound delivery and outbound delivery. So here we are doing the inbound delivery VL31N. I could be suggest to go for VL31N because it is a new transaction, easy transactions, and it will be help you the many facility in a very fantastic way. So copy this particular scheduling agreement number in place of purchase order and enter it. As soon as you are going to enter, here you will be finding out the material of this many quantity which you are willing to purchase and kept it in your warehouse. Right now, warehouse scenario is not yet come. However, we are going to do the next step of the packing and handling when it is going to get created. Okay. So select this one. As soon as you are going for select, then what will happen is here system again interested to understand whether you are going to sub or proceed with 100 quantity or lesser than of the quantity. We can do it. So if we are going to remove or reduces the quantity, rest of the balance quantity, we can use it. That means the scheduling agreement which we create, that we can able to use regressively, and by using that particular scheduling agreement, we can create the available, we can create the delivery as per the available quantity, or the quantity is being available till such. So currently we are using 10. That means I'm trying to highlight, let's suppose here we can able to create a delivery with 10. So 90 each unit of measure is each. 90 each is still available with this particular scheduling agreement, that we can able to create with another delivery, or that we can able to create another slot of deliveries, means another 10 10 10 if we are going to consider. So 9 more delivery we can able to create it. Okay, go ahead. I do understand everyone can able to understood perfectly which I'm trying to highlight till such a period. Till such, if anyone having any sort of doubt, do comment into the comment box. Definitely we'll be reach it out and personally able to resolve all your issues. We understand this is a very critical chapter and very few informations are available into the market. However, by requesting of many peoples, we are trying to relate this scenario into the systems and able to deliver in a in we are able to deliver this one in a is or as per our knowledge database. Select this one, and here we can go for pack. We already set it up. We will be go for packing activities. Again, here you can go and update your database. This is your scheduling agreement. Again, this is your scheduling agreement. You did it. Now you are ready to go for the delivery creations. You are under the process of delivery creations. You can see here. And during this time, we can able to pack the material as well. So select this one and go for the packing activities. Once you are going for the packing activities, packing material are different. So here we can choose the different packing material. As soon as the packing material we are entering into the system will be create a handling unit. You can see here there is no handling unit till such in this particular system. As soon as we are entering it, a handling unit is being generated by the system. So there was a fantastic concept which we already said of in the beginning, how the handling unit will be created, whether it will be created manually or automatically, how the handling unit will be look like. This is a kind of interview question, guys. focus onto this particular area and understand this. If you are finding challenges, do teach us, we can able to help you out. Select this one, select the both row as like the process we are following it, do it, execute in your system. This is a full-fledged of standard systems. We are not going to do any kind of customization at all. And if you are doing the same process in your system, you can happily going to create the scenario and you will get a confident. So go for the next activity. So here what will happen, your handling unit is going to get a create and save this one. As soon as you are going to save, you can see here a delivery is created and this is being distributed with WMS. Again we are highlighting the particular message into the presented screen. Inbound delivery created and was saved and distributed to WMS. WMS means the sense warehouse management system. So what we can do is, as per our protocol, as per our concept, what we can do is we'll be copy this delivery number and save it into our Excel file, which will be help us to understand furthermore. So this is the activity done. And now what we can able to do is, here also we can able to save this activity. And now what we can do is, will be moved to the EWM system, whether this delivery has been distributed or not, that we can able to understand. So now what we can do is, we will be open the EWM system. Okay, so here we can open the EWM system first. So here I can open the EWM system, very quickly logged in. As soon as I can logged in, then we'll be jump to the transaction code of MON. So what is the transaction code? /n/SCWM/MON. Okay, so follow this transaction code /n/SCWM/MON. Press enter. As soon as you are going to press enter, then what will happen? You will be find it out warehouse number. Okay, so our warehouse number is HW01. And similar to that, there is a monitor. So SAP has given the standard concept called, you can choose the SAP. This is the standard monitor functionality is available. Execute it. As soon as execute, scroll up. We scrolled it out. You can see here inbound delivery. In sections of inbound, you will be found two kind of delivery. One is called inbound, another one is called outbound. So we are not focusing to the outbound. We are precisely focusing to inbound. So here we can choose inbound. So in like to the inbound, so inbound delivery is coming into the picture. Double click on that. And the inbound delivery field is open right now. So the delivery number which is having in your hand, just paste it. As soon as you are going to paste, then execute. Once you execute, then system will be display you the inbound delivery number. Okay. So here you can able to see all the detailed information about your inbound delivery. Understood? So as soon as you are seeing the inbound delivery, I said of for doing the GRN, there is a different transaction code going to use it in EWM /n/SCWM/PRDI. Already showing it off. This is the transaction code, whether we mentioned over here or not. Yes, we mentioned it. Correct. So now we confirm that our delivery is distributed into the EWM. This confirmation is already done. So instead of this particular transaction code from the MON report will be jumped to PRDI. What we are going to say? We are saying that we are in MON report, and by clicking this, what will happen? It will be jumped to where? PRDI/N/SCWM/PRDI transaction we are right now. So we reached into the PRDI transaction. So in this particular transaction, what we can do first? Will we do the first activity called it as our unloading. We have to unload this activity. Before unloading, what we can do is, let's copy this particular material, because we have to cross check IM stock as well as EWM stock. So we'll be jump to IM once again. Here what we can do is, will be do MMBE. Okay, through MMBE will be check our stock. Okay, so put this particular material, put the plant and execute. Once we execute, then we can see what is our current stock. Our current stock there. As soon as a delivery get create, then what will happen? Not only the delivery I can able to say you, as soon as a purchase order, a scheduling line agreement is going to get create in system, that particular quantity will be reflect in on order. Okay, so however it has been misread out, but yes, you guys can able to cross check. If you are finding the challenges, then definitely come to us, or else in another video while we are going to show you how this particular EWM process is again synchronized with the I2R inspection to release. After successful GRN happens, that also will be released it in very soon through our YouTube channel with consideration to the S4 HANA 2022 systems. Wait for that. In that we will be show you how on order stock will be reflect, and on order will be reflect again jumping to quality inspection, and quality inspection will be reflect unrestricted. So currently what we can do is we will be jumping on order stock quantity to the unrestricted quantity. Eventually, right now you can see here in on order stock there are 10 each is added. As soon as we will be do, 10 will be removed from here and 10 will be added from here. Okay, we'll be see it later on. Don't worry, hold for the moment. Similar to that, we'll be check it in EWM as well, how it will be reflected. So currently we are going to do the next process of unloading activity. So we are in which transaction code? Slash N slash SCWM slash PRDI. Again, probably my voice cannot able to reach to anyone, but I do understand if in presented screen I can write the transaction code, it will be helpful to everyone. Slash N slash SCWM slash PRDI. This is the transaction code. Okay. So what we can do the next will be go to inbound, follow up action, unload. As soon as we'll be do unload, then what will happen? This kind of interface you guys can able to identify in your system. So here you will be find it out unload activity. So what we can do so far is, if it is unload activity, then you can click over here. So click on the unload. Then very quickly you can see that there are something changed over here. You can see here something changed over here. Just mark it. And similar to that, there are some message has been updated in the system. Whenever you are doing some activities, what will happen? There are something changed into the systems. There are something being marked into the systems. All these things will be happen into the system as well. So very quickly, what will happen? We can save it. The next activity is called the save. Without save, we cannot able to proceed for the next event. So save it. As soon as we are going to save, then have you seen any changes will happen? No, nothing will change over here. Correct. So next activity is called the GRN. Will we do the GRN activity? Click on that and you can see and observe over here. Same thing will be changed over here. Some color will be changed over here. Some traffic signal will be changed over here to the GRN. So we did the GRN. See here, the traffic signal has been changed. Okay. So as soon as the traffic signal has been changed, then what we can do will be move back. Okay. So let me move back right now. As soon as we are moving back, then what will happen? Here we can reach to our previous session. Okay. Then go back once again because we have to cross check our activities. Where we can able to cross check our activities. Okay. For unfortunate, okay, so we are reached over here, no reach. Okay, so what we can do over here is, right now we are in the MON report, MON report. Okay, so in MON report we copy the material number because we require that material number. Once again we can switch to that particular PRDI, and here we can able to copy the material. Go back. Once we go back, then what will happen? Will be check the actual stock which is available in our hand. Correct. After GRN, normally in IM we are checking the stock. So currently we did the GR through EWM system. So definitely we'll be cross check the stock is updated in our warehouse or not. So how we can do that one? In the MON report, what we can do is scroll down and you will be find it out over here, physical stock under the leg of stock and bin. So under the node of stock and bin, you will be find it out storage bin, and inside the storage bin, you will be find it out the physical stock. Double click over here. Once you double click, you have the product code. We copied the product code from where? From the delivery. Now just put it over here and execute. As soon as we are going to execute, system will be prompt this kind of message. Don't worry, don't be confused, don't fear. Yes. Okay. So as soon as done, then you will be find varieties of the information. Now people are confused. What happens? How I able to identify? We did a single activity, but there are plenty of activities are coming into the pictures. Hold on. Be patient. I'll teach you how to do that one. That will give you the detailed strength about your particular journey. So go here. Today date, we can sort by today date. Since we are a SAP operator, SAP consultant, SAP super user, what we can do, we know some sort of activities in SAP, how to operate it. So select this one and go here for desorting it. So in this particular date, you can see here, by here itself you can see there are two document has been created. Two times the GR happens. Now, what will happen? We can check the timing. So the timing is 15:03, means 3 o'clock. So in 3 o'clock, what will happen? This GR is happened. Okay. So go over here, go back here. And now you can see that the 10 quantity has been 10 quantity has been put away. You can see here the put away is happening the 10 quantity. There is a configurations we did it in the system, that is in the EWM2 is your IM system. Okay, what was that configurations, that will be explained in the after some time. But first of all, let it be confirmed that whether this 10 ton is updated in IM or not. So open MMBE. Currently we are switching to MMBE. We have only two screen, right? One is called IM, this is, and another one is called the EWM. So in EWM, you can see that the monitor screen. Do not be confused anyone. I am trying to explain in a very simplest way. Jumping to IM. So in IM, you can see, or we can able to take a screen grab over here. Now take a screen grab so that it will be help to understand. So I just taken this particular screen grab and refresh it. Currently, how much stock we have on? 5105. Unrestricted, how much we have on? 1342. So 10 will be added over here. So it should be 1352. 10 will be reduced from here. Just refresh over here. As soon as we are refresh, one thing you can understand. Okay, that I can able to explain you in some time, after some time. But you guys can focus where the changes will be reflected. Keep deep focus. Here, the main functionality is hidden, and that you guys can able to identify. Refresh it. As soon as you are refresh, then stock will be reflect. See here, 1352, and your stock will be reduces 5095. I am reaching or again going to pick this particular. Okay, so I am, what I can do is I'll be do small it. Okay, no problem. So you can see here 5105 was earlier stock in on order, and right now how much is 5095. So 10, if you can calculate 10, if you add 10, then definitely will be reached there. Similar to that in unrestricted 1352, and here you will be find it out. Earlier was 1342. Now you guys can understood clearly. But if you can able to cross check deeply, this is the overall stock being reflected, but exactly in which storage location it is being reflected, in which particular storage location it is being reflected. Right now this is the overall stock, this is the overall stock which is reflect from here to here. But as soon as a GR happens and put away done, this is a interview question, my dear friend. How you are configuring your system, how you are configuring the two different system called S4 HANA and EWM system, how you are managing your warehouse, how you are managing your storage location, how to configure your storage location to your bin and stock. Okay, that is the main motive of this particular session. Currently, when we are going to update the stock, if you can see here, as soon as we are doing to put away the stock, see here, the stock is how much? Stock is in 53. We are highlighting over here, stock is in 53. Anything changed? No, nothing has been changed. Now coming to over here, the stock was earlier how much? 1289. Stock is how much? 1299. That means it is being clear. that as soon as the put away being happened, then here the stock is reflect and stock is landing into the storage location of 1010. But 1010 is not the storage location where the stock can use as a free. You guys know well, unless and until the stock is not comes under the free stock, a production people cannot be use it further, because IM will be used directly for production, or you can use the stock from EWM to the production. It's depend upon the scenario how you are configuring your system. Okay, so in the two different cases, let's suppose there are some interface is synchronizing with IM, there are some interface are synchronizing with the EWM as well. So in both of the cases, how the system is reflect, let's do that one. First of all, let me focus to EWM part. In the EWM, you can see here what is the type. Stock type is F1. What do you mean by F1? If you can press F1 over here, then if you can press F4 over here, then the meaning of F1 will be coming into the picture. So meaning of F1 is it is a put away. Put away in the sense you are no longer going to be used this stock on used to the stock into the further level, although it is available in your warehouse. Then you will be jump this stock from put away to warehouse, correct? So how you are going to put it into the warehouse? Warehouse in the sense full-fledged of the warehouse. In a very scratch manner, I am going to teach you, so that I'm trying to demonstrate you so that it will be helpful to everyone. Some of the wording can be mismatched, probably not based on the industry standard. However, the main functionality I am trying to highlight and showcase so that it will be helpful to everyone. In the screen over here through the pointers, now click on that. As soon as we are going to click, then what will happen? You will find varieties of informations, varieties of actions, out of which you will be find it out the inspection lot. Okay, create an inspection lot through IoT 5. Those who are interested how this functionality will work without doing GR. Again, without doing GR, how to create inspection lot in IM, that we can able to in IM, then do comment in the comment box. Definitely we can able to create another video, because this video will be lengthy if we are going to explain it, because it is some different scenario. Coming to the point over here is now what is the next? We have to choose the proper stock type, correct? So change stock type is a event where we can click on. Once we will be click, then system will be first of ask stock type. Current stock type is F1. We will be moved to which stock type? Will be moved to the stock type of F2. Press F4. You can directly change over here, but I'm just following the process of standard through which everyone can able to go in. Then the warehouse process type. So warehouse process type definitely being configured in your system that you can able to follow it. However, I already intimated I am using all the standard process. This standard process you can able to use it. You can reach your goal. Storage bin. I can choose the storage bin of this one. Storage bin be configured through the system only. Right now we are choosing this particular storage bin, and similarly you guys can able to create your own storage bin. And I do understand people or students or the job seekers or the viewers who are watching this particular sessions, videos or informations, they know how to create a storage bin. If not, then definitely do comments. I'll be show you another video. I'll show you through another video that how to create a storage bin. If you block the storage bin, then what kind of message will become? If you unblock the storage bin, what kind of message will become? I will be identify whether the storage bin is available in your system or not, whether it is ready for use or not. That all separate I'll be create in a separate video and lunch for that. So currently what we can do is there is a button you can able to identify create posting change. Click on that. As soon as you will be do that one, then you will be find the information that yes, the stock F1 has been moved to F2 with the warehouse task. Okay. Eventually, the MON report will give a the MON report is a very fantastic report where 90%, I can say you 90% of your requirement going to suffice through. So now it is showing it as the F2. Okay, so the stock type has been changed. As soon as the stock type has been changed, we can cross check in our IM system that whether this particular stock is jumped or not. Now how much is 1299? What should be the second storage location? Second storage location carries 53. What should be the third storage location carries? Third storage location carries 1352. Okay. Now, guys, you can understand it. Ideally, it should be moved to which storage location? Okay. So those who are patiently checked or watched the video from beginning to end, now they can answer these particular questions that in which storage location ideally it should be moved. Okay. So refresh it. As soon as we are going to refresh, then you can see here in which storage location it is being moved to. Prior before refreshing this particular session, I was putting the cursor into this particular storage location if someone is marked it or not. Just go back or just back forward it, and then say it whether I put the cursor or not. So what will happen is here we are configured as soon as F1, then 1010 storage location, very quickly F2, the 1001 storage location. In this way, the GRN will be completed in the system at EWM and will be reflect into the IM system. So this is the holistic view which we can able to demonstrate in this particular session. Despite if anyone have any sort of doubt related to F1, F2 stock type change, how the GRN or any error you are going to identify that probably since you are a beginner, you will be find many kind of error is coming into the pictures. Okay. So if you are finding sort of errors, then definitely you guys can able to comment us, then we will give you the solutions. The second part is anyone interested about this IoT 5, as I already said of. If anyone interested that IoT 5, how this IoT 5 will work, and by using this IoT 5, how to create a lot, inspection lot, and how to put the stock into Q4 without doing GR and stock movement. Definitely comment us in the comment box. That is our standard rule of Metaphor Consulting. And as soon as you are going to comment us, we will be create a video as per our availability and we'll be release it soon and confirm. So till such a period, I do understand all guys who are associated with us enjoyed this. And if anyone have any comment, do put in the comment box. We'll be try to resolve it. Thank you very much for available in this forum. Thanks a lot.